Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Come on. And we back.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Come on.
Why?
Because it's the Porch Podcast. Come on. Said it's the Porch Podcast. What? Said it's the Porch Podcast. Come on. Said it's the Porch Podcast. Come on, E.
The Porch Podcast is E. I'm back on the mic and the place to be. I like the old school flow, rock with me.
Come on.
Chillin', that's got B. I messed up a word, then we back. Peace on the other side, yes, we rap.
Yes, sir.
Rap, no, we don't. We gon' just clap.
Right.
Hit it with the
and boom back.
And the boom back.
Yeah.
Original rap.
Right.
I don't really give about that.
No.
Bleeping out the cuss words real quick. Why lie? Episode 38. That's
why? Because it's the Porch Podcast. So come on.
Yeah.
Said it's the Porch Podcast. Yeah. It's the Porch Podcast. So come on.
Hit him with the bust
around. It's the Porch Podcast. It's the Porch Podcast. Come on. Said it's the Porch Podcast. It's the Porch Podcast.
Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I am rocking with my brother.
Be original.
Yes, he is. B.
Yes, sir.
Episode 38. Let's get it straight.
Episode 38. Round of applause with episode 38. Yes, sir. Moving
and the title of this episode is Why Lie?
Why lie, man?
Why lie? Just tell the truth. Why lie?
Damn, it's free. It don't cost you nothing.
Just let them know for a little bit what's going on with you, on your chest.
Hey, man, I really don't know why people lie.
I don't either.
Right? And that's the difference. I know back in the day we used to say, you got a little white lie, and then they try to make a point to be able to tell you, if you tell one lie, you got to keep telling more. Well, at some point or another, man, we become adults, man.
Yeah, right.
And my question is, why lie? It's a difference. Hopefully the kids, if you got any kids sitting around, put your hands over their ears real quick. We know why we lie about Santa Claus if that's what we choose to do.
Right, exactly.
And the Easter Bunny and things of that nature.
Right.
But real life grown-up shit.
Why lie?
Why lie?
You know what it sound like?
What it sound like,
It sound like a bitch saying, why lie?
Oh, shit. Y'all missing, man. Damn.
Merlin is back.
Boogie, baby.
Merlin is back. Everybody, round of applause for Merlin.
Yay.
We ain't see. We got the crowd. You ain't got to do that. Yay.
That's how I felt like responding, man. I can't lie, man. I missed the shit out of Merlin, man. Kind of like you miss Petey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I miss Petey, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I miss Petey. You just saying yay don't remember the show Crank Yankers?
I do remember that show.
He used to be like, yeah, it's my birthday, yeah. That shit used to be. You ever hear the one when he called the dude and he's like, hey, lady. Hey, lady. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, man, a lot of that stuff, man. I remember, bruh. And we've come a long way.
Right.
We've come a long way. A lot of that stuff. But anyway, man, episode 38, y'all. Why lie?
Why lie?
That's where we at. And I must keep it real and not lie. I am enjoying the hell out of this ride.
Yeah, me too, sir. Me too. Yep,
you know what I
too.
mean? And
yeah, the Porch Podcast.
Absolutely, man.
Porch Podcast. We listen. Y'all don't understand. This is episode 38, which means we're 38 weeks in.
Right. That's right. That's
38
right, brother.
weeks in because we haven't missed a week. If you go back to the first snippet of the kickoff, which was episode 1, I said the key to this show would be consistency.
Absolutely. Yes,
and we're 38 weeks in a row. Clap it up for that.
Absolutely.
Clap it up for that.
Absolutely.
38 weeks in a row. Somebody stopped me the other day and said, when we actually dropped episode 36.
Right.
And said, y'all 36 episodes in already?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, they like Janet Jackson say, it's funny how time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak for you. I can say for me that,
Because you can't speak for me.
No, I can't. I'm, first off, I don't get high.
Yeah.
So I can't speak from a junkie's perspective. Oh, sorry. Damn. Well, the shit came out.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, well, we'll pause for the cause.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now that we're back, let's get to it. Episode 38, Why Lie?
Why lie?
Okay. I was lying about your habit.
Why lie about
I keep it real. I was lying about your habit. You know what I mean? But anyway, what I was going to say about that is oh, shit. What's going on?
Snack. I need snack. Go ahead, man.
Snack time?
Man. Yeah. I'm messing up my whole diet, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to these, man. Anybody still remember these right here? Zoom in on it right here.
Yeah.
A crimpet.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
There you go. Somebody messed up your diet?
Yeah.
Why lie?
Why lie?
Yeah, anyway, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And you Merlin anyway, so you can make the pound. Why don't you just use magic to just take care of the shit that you're trying to lose or whatever?
You got to have rabbits and shit involved with your magic.
To lose weight?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a magician. I
don't want to kill my rabbits.
So okay, E, question.
Yes, sir.
Since we're talking about why lie, why lie? I'm curious. I asked myself this question. Didn't talk to myself, but I thought it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, clear that up.
Mm-hmm. That was a
powder. Do you know the difference? But Johnson, I don't put powder on my body. I'm grown here. I just get out, towel off, and put lotion and stuff
not
on.
That powder. No, I'm talking about the blow.
That could be the only powder that you can be referring to with me in it.
What, Johnson? I
can't think of any other one.
I know you don't mess with Johnson.
Yeah, my kids are big enough now where I don't need baby powder and shit like that. So I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, the question that I had for you, was
baking soda.
How honest with you? Since we're talking about this, the topic of this of this particular episode is why lie. How honest are you with yourself? With making a decision on, am I procrastinating not doing this because I'm truthfully not prepared, or fretful of making the actual attempt? And there's a difference. You understand? I want to make sure, when I ask the question, there's a difference between lying to yourself and saying, I just ain't ready yet, man. I ain't got this going, that going. Right. Kind of like what I talked about in a food for thought video, why not now? Mm-hmm. The question being basically, once again, how honest are you with yourself about making decisions and deciding whether or not you're procrastinating on doing it because you're really truthfully not ready because of whatever other, outside, situations that are in control, or you just not applying yourself? How honest are you with yourself?
I'm very honest with myself. I just don't apply the time. I got everything, certain things that need to be done. I got everything I need to do it. And I never say, I can't say I've never said it. I'm sure I've came out my mouth and said, I don't got the time to do it. But that's not the issue either. I was honest with myself the other day. As a DJ, I've never missed a gig. So I've always made time for something that'll come unexpectedly. Not expected, but not, it's not a set time all the time.
Got you.
So how can you not make time for something you can set a schedule for that can always work? I mean, we have a schedule to record this show.
Correct. Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I don't necessarily, I wouldn't call it lie to myself, because I know I'm not doing it.
Right.
And I'm not making an excuse. I'm just, like you said, honestly, I'm just not applying myself in that direction. That's
right. It. So in response to that question, basically, do you think you more do it? Is it more commonly a situation when you're in that position where you're truthful about it to the point where it's okay, there's a difference, right?
Right.
We can honestly both say, for instance, when you get ready to make major purchases, just using that for an example, when you get ready to make a major purchase,
right,
you're thinking about the terms of a situation, how it's going to get done.
Right.
You got to get past the emotional side of it first. I love it. This is great.
That's
this
the
is
biggest
amazing.
part you got to get
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you almost lie to yourself at one point. Think about what I'm going to say, because we understand going into it, right, that things depreciate in value. All of these things, we know it. Like we're these geniuses. We do all of this research. We do all of these things right before we go to make these purchases and do these things.
Right.
And we get there. We got a budget in mind. We get there, and what do? We fall in love, and then we start to lie to ourselves.
Right.
Right? And the reason why I say it's a lie
you're right.
is because before you get there and fall in love with whatever that dynamic is, you truthfully go through what you have available to your, to be able to.
I could work a little bit more overtime.
Right.
Shit like that.
All of that. You got to lie to yourself and tell yourself, I'm going to feel like getting up those extra 3 days and work that OT. Like you start lying to yourself.
Right.
That's why I say, why lie? Like you start lying to yourself. Here's the difference. If you're going to have emotional attachment to certain things, don't lie to yourself.
Right.
And be truthful with yourself when you listen. I may go there today and find something I really like.
Right.
I just want to be truthful enough with myself on whether or not I can afford to like it.
Right.
Because I know I'm going to emotionally like it, but can I afford to like it?
Because here's the thing. Even coming with that strategy of, I could just work a little bit more overtime. You know what I mean? Say if you buying a car, I don't care if you finance it for 3 years, 4 years, 5, 6. Sometimes people get 84 months, which is crazy as shit to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's, wow.
Yeah.
That's,
What's that, 7 years? That's 7 years.
That's 7 years.
Yeah, how do you know if overtime will be available for 7 years?
You got people can't even stay in, romantic relationships for 7 years. You gonna stay in a relationship with a vehicle?
It's not even that. I'm talking about the financial side of it. How do you know that?
Shit, I'm talking about the financial side too.
Yeah, but that extra, you said stay in love with it, so I get what you're saying. But how do you know if you're actually going to even be in the position to receive this extra money?
You don't.
So
you lie to yourself.
I went through those stages in life. I had cars, you know what I mean. Then I got into leasing, you know what I mean. But now, a car is just not important to me no more. Not saying I won't have one. I'm always have a vehicle. But what always gets us, because what makes us lie to ourselves, because you got to look at the root of the situation too, is patience.
Yeah.
It's like this. We'll wake up and say, bitch, I want that 2022. I want that 2022 Benz, right? You know what I mean?
That shit make you talk different.
Once
your voice sound different in your head like that when you be like,
yeah, how would mine do?
Why?
I don't.
What the hell's wrong?
Why lie about it?
Right.
That's what my voice be.
Okay.
I want that 2022, right?
You're right.
And then here's the kicker. You go in there, no money down, bitch. I got my credit 8. I got an 803.
No money down.
No money down. They like, all right, pay me $637.
I just watched the video last night, though. That's not always. There's some things behind that too.
For 6 years, right? You be like, all right.
Yeah.
Now here's the dumb shit. I really only wanted to spend $400 a month, but I can afford that other $230. It's only $236. You say some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, think about it. But then,
that's crazy.
If you'd have turned around, because your credit already good, and stacked up some bread. Because guess what? You could if you're paying $636 a month, you can save $636 a month, right? And I understand how people say, "Oh, you don't go in with money down and all that shit." I get all that, but anything that make that monthly payment lower, if you're going to have one, is always a thing. Because in 2020, you get that 2022 and 2022. It's only new. It's only brand new in 2022.
What?
And 2023 is still a 2022.
Come on.
And then when it's 6 years, if you pay it all the way to 2028, it's still a 2022.
That's me, man.
So when you sit back and think about it, it's patience. That's the issue.
Yeah, I mean,
are we paying for Instagram moments?
Wow.
Are we paying for the moments to say, let me get this now so I could be the first one to post it and everybody see me in my joint? So I can get 700 likes, 1,500 comments, and in the comments I got 93 of them got fire flames. I'm just saying, is that why we're doing it?
I mean, sometimes, yeah. I'm not saying it's right, but just some people.
I remember a perfect example. I mean, we even old school dude. I use that. Listen, I want everybody to know. I use the term Instagram moment for when I feel like a person does a lot just to get that, oh, moment for about an hour, maybe a couple days, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
And even old folks go through. I remember this. I remember going to our family reunion. And we was going down, and I'm like, I don't like that long ride shit no more.
Right.
Remember that? I was like, man, I ain't took that. I found a flight, round trip for about 85. I said, I'm going to get this flight, and I'm going to get the rental car and drive in. Still going to pay less than what I'm paying. Man, that airport 90 miles away. Pop, if I'm doing 60, it's only going to take me an hour and a half. Right? Simple math.
It's still shorter than...
It's shorter than... Nah, man, come on, man. Listen. You ain't got to pay nothing, man. The whole Pop, it ain't even got nothing to do with the money.
I didn't tell you. I just told you I was going to buy a plane ticket and rent a car, so we're not talking about the money.
It's not about the money.
Right.
I just want you to ride with me. I said, okay. Yeah. So you want that moment for when we all pull up.
I got it. Yeah. Yeah.
That Instagram moment.
Yeah.
Look at the hold on, yo.
Yeah, but you saw it.
I ain't mad at it.
You weren't even mad at that, right?
But
you
that's
was just
what
saying,
it is.
like, yo, like the whole ride, I'm good.
Because guess what? After that trip, it didn't cost us nothing else.
No.
And we had a great ride.
Yeah, I mean, bro.
You know what I mean? It actually came up in my memories the other day.
Right, from Philly to Raleigh, bro, 52 minutes, man.
Right, bro. You can fly from Trenton to Raleigh now.
Yeah, you know, I mean,
about the same thing.
Yeah. Come on.
Same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, I mean, you know, it's. I don't understand, and the reason why, like I said, we keep going back and forth to the whole why lie thing is because, honestly speaking, it just makes things worse later.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just makes things worse later. Like, you got to be comfortable with the fact that, you know, this might not be something that you're in love with.
Right.
You know, like you know, shit that bothers me sometimes may not bother you.
Absolutely.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? But ain't no need to lie about it.
Nah, there's no reason to.
That's the part that I be talking about. Like, ain't no need to lie about it
at all. Because if you lie, when we mean lying, the worst person you could lie to, like we've been explaining this whole show, is to yourself.
Yeah, you know when you don't like something.
Like,
man.
when you lie to another person, they don't believe. They some of them care.
Let me tell you
some
something.
Don't give a damn.
Using that analogy about car dealerships and all that stuff, just using that for an example to go and buy a car.
Go and get your snack though, don't
I'm gonna get there. You know, I'm gonna eat it. I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. But you know, when you go to the car dealership and stuff like that, and you get in there, they know that you come in there. That's why they wash those cars. Yeah. That's why they all very shiny. That's why all of those things look like they look. You know they know what you're coming to look at, and they know what you're coming to do.
Right. You know what's funny though? People don't know. Some car dealerships do. And they probably about to hate me for this. Right. We never really read the whole contract, right?
Yeah, ain't nobody sitting there reading that shit.
Listen, but do you know?
I'm not gonna lie. See, this is the part where I'm not gonna lie. No one's sitting there reading all that shit.
Right.
I take that back.
Yeah.
Nobody I fucking know.
But somebody I know did read it.
Oh, they had nothing to do with their life.
Do you know?
No.
That they were trying to charge them for all the car washes on the vehicle before they owned it.
I would have paid for
it. No, most people do. That's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie.
So he like, no. That shit said $3,000. Take this $3,000 out.
That's good.
Bitch, I ain't own this car. That was your responsibility to keep it clean.
Car dealership can account for him.
Yeah.
Because for every one of them is 10 others like me.
Right.
That didn't read that. You know what I mean? That's gonna pay the money. No, you're absolutely right. No, my thing is that most of the lies are touched, and we talk about it all the time. Most of the things that humans do is attached to the emotional side of it. People lie because they can't handle the truth.
Right.
And I ain't just talking about what Jack Nicholson said. I'm talking about the reality of it. Yeah. You can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
That's the reality of it. Like, if you turn around and you told your kids that there is no Santa and that mommy and daddy work hard and provide for you these beautiful gifts and things that you get,
right?
What's the negative in that?
Nothing.
So then why lie?
Exactly.
That's the part I'm saying. We'll go to the mall and take the kids to go sit on Santa's lap, but we the ones who working day and night to make sure they had the shit that they need.
Had this conversation. Me, listen. It was me and D. Shout out to my homegirl Kiki. We was talking about this before, and D was saying how, you know, in the house he came up, they was saying Santa was real. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I remember when you said it to me. When you said, man, ain't no goddamn Santa Claus. You're like, yes, he is. It's like. D, man, you want to believe it, you believe what you want, man. You know what I mean? But ain't no real Santa Claus.
No.
So I said, bitch, mom and dad told us some stuff. We Santa Claus. You know what I mean? You do what you're supposed to do. We gonna get you a Santa Claus.
Right, and you can appreciate the honesty.
Right.
Because even from and I don't, I'm not going to portray to be this, this super know of all dealing with the Bible. But even from a biblical perspective,
Right.
it's supposed to be the day that Christ was born, right?
Right. But he really wasn't.
Okay, and that's cool. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna, that's outside of my wheelhouse.
Right.
What I'm saying is just sticking within the whole wild
I'm
eye
listening
situation.
to you. Yeah.
I don't understand the positive or the reasoning
of Santa.
Right. I don't understand it.
Right.
So,
the same thing. It's fun. Let me let you finish. Keep going. My bad.
You know what I mean? No, but it's just the point that I was going to make in that is that all of these things once again are attached by emotions.
Right.
And the reason why people lie is because emotionally there's something that's connected to that.
Now, without going too deep, because we could talk about that off air, not off lines. You know what I mean? Because again,
I want you to know that you're the pastor of this show.
Yeah, no. This ain't even preaching.
Sorry, man.
This ain't even preaching, y'all. I just want y'all to think because you brung it and it makes sense in the conversation. You turn around. Mm-hmm. We said Christmas was supposed to be the birth of Christ. Now I'll tell you off air, offline, really what that's about. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm not doing that today. And they have a character called Santa Claus, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Another character that comes with holidays. The only other character that we really think of in holidays is what?
Easter Bunny.
Right. Now, they both represent big times in Christianity. Mm-hmm. Just leave that there.
Okay. That's good.
Think about it.
No, I got it. But when you 7...
You don't know. That's what I'm saying. But
so that's what my question is why even lie? Why even start the lie?
Why? Listen, because if you're teaching them about the religion,
right,
and they don't talk about neither one of them in the Bible,
right,
why take these important times, right? These 2 important times and make believe characters.
Why?
Why?
That's what I'm saying. Why lie?
Why lie?
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I said I'm not going.
No. You did
go
perfect.
into that.
That was perfect. What you did.
Right.
No, that was great.
Just,
I couldn't have done it.
Right.
I ain't gonna sit up here in front like I couldn't put it together like you just did.
Yeah.
Because you know much better than me.
Okay.
But
just to sum it up, just to sum it up for people who may not understand, Christmas celebrates the birth of Jesus.
Okay.
Okay. Easter weekend celebrates the death of Christ and and him rising again.
Right, the resurrection. Right?
The resurrection.
Right. I knew a little bit, yo.
Yeah. So why lie about? You don't hear nothing about a man in a fat white man in a red and white suit pulling up when he's born, and you don't see not a damn rabbit hopping around when he rose.
PFO was never more important when we was kids than around Easter time. When you got that shirt with the tie, it was already together, and that cellophane, you know what I mean, that plastic shit, right? My thing is why lie?
Why lie?
I don't understand. And people may turn around, and I know some people will probably see this and say,
"Oh yeah, they're about to come at me." Yeah,
well, you're taking away from the kids. What am I taking away from them?
Taking away nothing.
Here's the thing:
kids need to know the truth as soon as possible.
Look at I tell people all the time.
They need to know the truth as soon as possible.
A child's mind is like Play-Doh.
Right.
And anybody who ever played with Play-Doh before, it's never going to be as soft and as moldable as it is when you first open it up.
Right.
Because once the air hit it and it starts to be, stretched and put in different forms, it loses some of that shaping.
Right.
Which is why even the cliche comes up, even dealing with the concept of it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. The reality of it is the most influential time to shape a person's mind is when they are a child.
That's Mr. Influential, of course. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's when they're a child. Mm-hmm. It's when they're young enough to understand that what you're telling them is bigger than them at that moment.
And I could tell you what even connects to that. The best time to teach a new person working at a job or a new person attending a school or anything of that nature is when they're first attending.
Right.
Because you want them to get great habits.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we even going, because you always learning, but you got to teach them the truth from the beginning.
From the beginning.
You got to be transparent.
Yeah.
So that's why we came up in the house where our parents taught us stuff early. There's no Santa Claus or no Easter Bunny. But this is why they do this.
When I was working, I can remember some of the older people who trained me.
Right.
Doing certain things. Right? And they would say, don't do this, man. You know what I mean? You can't do this because, you know, you just getting started.
Right.
And it would be like, okay, because I had to respect the fact that, you know, they have reached that status. But there's a part of you that kind of says, then why would you allow me to see it?
Right.
Because I don't have enough wherewithal to know what is acceptable. I have a pretty good inkling that this doesn't seem like it should be happening.
Right.
But for you to do it means that you're comfortable enough with me seeing it and also showing me that you have this, you know, false reality that what you're doing is right.
Right.
And I got to have enough wherewithal to be able to say, it's not right and I know I can't do it. But why lie? But why even act like it's something that's acceptable?
But here's a guy that brought me something one day. He said to me, when I first was at this job, he said, listen, I'm showing you the right way to do this. The only reason why I'm doing it this way is because this is going to help actually get it done. Okay? Now, I'm not saying it's the most feasible way or the best way to do it. But if you're doing it and it makes sense, if it comes back to you, then I'll back you all the way through. So I always run with that. So I show somebody something, this is how to do it. But look, every now and then you got to do this. And if you do this, and you tell me what's going on,
that's right.
I got you. Because it's every now and then, got to call an audible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's why Tom Brady got 7, because he was calling audibles on the field.
Right.
Not listening to what they always was saying on the sideline.
Even in the realm of understanding the whole calling an audible thing, like we're talking about, right? You still like we talking about now. Why not lie?
Why lie? Not why not lie.
I'm sorry. Why lie?
I don't want your shit.
I don't want anybody to lie. Okay. But why lie about certain things or anything that is going to have a big impact on people? Now, don't get me wrong. Have I ever lied before? Of course. I don't know the person who hasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that even in a situation dealing with an audible, you have to be honest with yourself to know.
Right.
To change what you're doing.
Right.
Like you got to still be honest. You can't lie to you and say, you can't be out there on the field if you're Tom Brady and you're looking at this defense. That everything that you've done in this game thus far has showed you that particular play that they're calling right now is not going to work against this scheme.
Right.
You go and you do it anyway.
Right.
You lie to yourself. You lie to yourself thinking that you could do this and the positive outcome would come from it, knowing that it was probably not going to take place in a positive way.
Because you've seen it with different eyes.
Right. He, being a guy who clearly has multiple championships, who understands how to read those moments and not lie to himself, moved on even when he left New England and went to the Bucs, if I'm understanding correctly. He understood it with a head coach that needed to let time play.
Yeah.
He showed you.
Shout out to Bruce Arians.
Right. He showed you why. He showed you why. You don't have to lie to him. He showed you. Sticking back, coming back out of sports and dealing with our regular life. Right. When you get up and you say to yourself when you're going to buy that car, and you got those 6-7 years that you're going to sign for financing, and you sit back and you say, well, you know, I just got to work 2-3 days extra to be able to pick up a little bit of, you know, little extra ones, extra ends to be able to make it a comfortable situation. First thing you got to do is, depending on how you love your job or not, is lie to yourself or whether or not you even like that job. Right. It's hard for you to go to work 5 days a week. Now you're going to do 3 extra shifts on top of the 5 that you don't like. Right. Because why? Because you love this car? Right. Why lie?
Why lie?
Why lie and tell yourself
you can afford
where
the
you
19
can afford this
that's
one.
right there.
You can
the
afford
19
this
or the
one
20.
and not put yourself in a position where you have to lie to yourself every time you got to go do that extra thing. Why lie?
And all I got is 7 different buttons.
Why lie?
Why lie to yourself? I like that.
I mean, it's just a reality of it.
I like that.
You go out to dinner. And you doing what you need to do. You know what I mean? You want to eat. You want to have a good time. Before you get ready to go, you prepare yourself. You prepare yourself financially for whatever's going to be. Right. You go out. You go to a place that you really can't afford.
That ain't thunder, is it?
I don't know. It might be because we talking that real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why go to that environment and lie to yourself knowing that you may not be in a position to afford that. Why lie?
Why lie? No, you're right.
Be honest with the person.
Right.
Yeah, you might listen. Hey, you know what, baby? You know, I ain't got it. I don't got it like that.
The
right
worst person you can lie to is yourself.
now. Yeah, because it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
If you look at it, even in that dynamic like we talking about right now, you go to the car dealership to go buy a car. They run your credit.
Wait, how do you do it?
Yeah. Yes. You sure you like that one? No. Hold on one second, because sometimes my thing be changing stuff.
Yeah, no, you know.
How long you been working there? You have another person's social security number you can give me? Because I'm not telling you to commit a crime or anything.
Yeah, you got business credit.
But it's going to be like you stealing if I give you this shit now because you can't afford it.
You can't afford it, yeah.
No, I mean, why lie? Is the
lie?
point that I'm making in that situation.
But you know, it's crazy. As funny as it is, most people don't do that because all they care about is that number. This ain't got nothing to do with lying.
Yeah.
But because they want you to mess up.
Yeah.
They want you to mess up.
You're not a liar. You're an honest God talking person.
Right.
Watch this. Talcum, right?
Yeah.
Baking and baby. What comes after all of them?
I'm not going to answer that.
What
question.
comes after all of them? Don't lie, man. You know it. Just say it.
I don't have the answer. I know the answer.
Talcum, baking.
I know what it
baby.
is. Yeah.
Put one word after it.
Something that you love.
Put it after it. Why you want to say it?
Because I ain't got nothing to do with it.
I just asked, what is the word that comes to your mind? Don't lie. What's the word that comes to your mind?
What comes to my mind?
Talcum, baking, and baby.
Pork. You said bacon?
Baking.
Bacon.
Baking.
Bacon?
Baking.
Talcum. Barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
Baby. Doll.
Yeah. Just gave y'all an example of a liar, man.
Come
This
on,
guy
man.
knows the words, man.
Listen, the word
The
that
guys
you're
do.
looking for
Is
is something that you can't live without.
Yeah, man.
Powder.
There you go. You had zero. Here's the thing.
Boom. P needs to blow.
Listen,
That's right.
you don't
All
get
on
high.
the blow.
Listen, since we know you don't get high, why lie?
Because you try to have me out there.
Hey, listen, man. So anyway, sticking into the grand scheme.
Just
of all
let you
of
know something. You know I ain't slow. You know what I mean? They call you boy hot sauce. You know why?
Because you go good on everything.
I'm on everything. That's it. There it is. I'm on everything. That's it, bro.
I know you ain't slow, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a liar, but but definitely not slow. Nah, man. But you see what I'm saying? Like, honestly, you know, I don't see the pro in it. You know how you look at pros and cons? Like, I don't see the pro in it. That's why I answered the phone like the other day, unfortunately, man. That guy had to meet Stanley, man.
Yeah, Stanley.
Right?
Stanley,
You
man.
picked up the phone with him. Now,
And this was crazy.
I don't think that Steve was his real name.
Nah.
So, you know, you could call yourself Stanley.
But I was lying the whole call, and he like, I got your file right here.
Because I think he said Stanley Stoutsburg.
Yeah. No, I said my name was Stanley Palmer.
No. What did he say? Stanley?
I can't tell you because that's my real alias.
Oh, shit.
I can't tell you
You
that.
ain't lying.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you that. Right now. Yeah, we was gonna go with Steamer. That's what we was gonna go with, Stanley Steamer.
I would have probably blown your cover. That's all I would have blew, though.
I hope so. You know what I mean? I hope so. Yeah, I hope you ain't around here blowing things, man. You know what I mean?
Shit, not even candles out.
Yeah, not even candles
out. I waved with a piece of paper or something. But no,
Yeah.
but no, when you was talking,
Yeah, he does blow. He does.
you know what I mean?
blow.
When you was talking,
Yeah.
I want some company so bad, man. You want some company so bad.
Company?
When you was talking to Steve, right?
Steve, yeah. Yeah, when I was Stanley Palmer.
You was trying to just like, it's a shame, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, the scammers actually made me kind of think about this a little bit. Like, even when I got some new shit now. I know at this point, I don't know if it's, the whole pandemic thing that comes and go, or whatever this shit is, and everybody kind of just trying to be a little bit more, cautious of things.
Yeah.
I answer the phone now sometimes with scam likely calls.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And when they
I like
call,
having fun with them.
Yes, that's I don't know what is that? Like, what
Favorite
is that?
I'm not gonna lie. It's something that it's a good pastime for me.
Yeah, you kind of answered. What's
Yeah.
happening, man?
What's happening, brother?
Right.
Yeah.
No, I catch the bus. Guess this dealership warranty shit is over with, right? I guess
Right.
stop calling me.
Yeah, they
man.
said,
You know?
hey, Stanley, yo, they said, Stanley, we're calling you for the 2011 Jeep Liberty that you had. Right? I said, oh yeah, what about it? Yeah, what's going on? That's a great fucking car. You know what I mean? They said, yeah, we want to know.
They called me about the Feener, man.
They said, yeah, we want to know what we want to know what kind of warranty we can say. Oh, okay, what you got going on? Yeah. So what kind of shape is it in now? I said, oh, the Liberty? Oh, that's fucked up, man. I careened that in the river about 2 years ago. Excuse me, Stanley. Man, I dove out that bitch like commando and rolled. That bitch just fly. They hung up on me, man.
Now, see, the craziest part about it is trying to keep it real, right? The craziest part about it, though, in that situation, bro,
Yeah.
is
Steamer.
yeah, you decide to keep it 100 to some degree. You do. I mean, there's a difference, right? I'm not lying to you if I don't give you my real name.
Nah, but you
I'm-
are. You lying about your name.
No, if I don't give you no name at all,
Oh, then
I didn't lie.
That's a strong omission.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? There's certain things that, people say, I'm not going to tell you, man. You be like, damn, you don't want to tell me that? Nah, the plausible deniability. Like, later on, if a bitch catch me or if they suspect and they come to ask you something, you can't tell them nothing because you really don't know nothing.
Right.
So, in a sense of when I get on those phone calls, clearly, when they're asking about my warranty,
Yeah.
they're asking about the car. They're not asking about me.
Right.
They're asking because they say the vehicle. Like, a lot of times I've had it where they say a vehicle that I've actually had.
Right.
So to me, they're asking about their vehicle.
Right.
No, I can tell you about the vehicle.
I
can only tell you about the part that I had it. I don't know where it is now.
I just want to say this to you. You know what I mean? So I don't, this ain't got nothing to do with lying. I'm just a little bit excited. Okay. I ain't gonna tell nobody about no episode because it premiered 2 days ago. Right? It premiered 2 days ago, right? Look at this nigga. Got the shades on. What premiered 2 days ago was the Wu. The Wu came back to Hulu. The Wu-Tang American Saga.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah, listen.
Can't see my
Shout
eyes.
out. For real, though. Shout out to Joey Badass showing us that he's really an actor.
Is it shout out or shout out?
Shout out.
That's what I thought it was.
Shout out. Yeah,
I heard somebody say before, shout out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
why would you?
Yeah, shout.
Like, you like him? You don't like
Yeah,
him?
listen, the shades a little bit crooked. I ain't gonna lie to you. Why lie? Why lie? They're a little crooked, man. Let's go ahead. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Not my face.
All right. So this brings us to this or that. Since
Yeah.
you want to be cool.
You ready?
I'm born ready. Yeah, that's thunder.
Okay.
God's upset.
Nah. Seriously, that. Hey, man, E, do the intro, baby. This or that.
Welcome to another episode of This or That. It's your boy, DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm here with my brother P Original. This is on the Porch Podcast. Sit back while I get a snack and laugh off your ass. Let's go. Yeah.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. This or that. This or that. E,
Yes.
here we go, baby.
Ready.
Win the lottery or land your dream job.
Lottery.
Okay.
You want a reason why? I'm gonna give you.
I do. I would really like to know that.
I don't have a dream job.
No?
Nah. But with money, I have time, freedom to do whatever I want.
Very good. Very good. Can't take anything back from that. Okay.
Okay.
Physical work or mental work?
It sounds crazy when I'm gonna say this. I can't pick between them. So that's the thing. When I don't pick between them, what I gotta do? Just gotta,
I think you got to open up your mind, man. It's
I could tell you this. When I have a hard time picking, I'm gonna tell you, I'll give you a reason for both. That's what I do.
Okay, hey, how about this? You give me the reason why it's a difficult choice.
Right. It's a difficult choice. It all depends on where we was at in the time of life. It's funny how I'm about to say this. In my younger days, it was mental. believe it or not. It was mental. In my older days, it's physical because it keeps me in shape.
Okay.
So the physical aspect keeps me in shape, and we gotta really, really care about our health even more as we get older. But the mental approach, when I was younger, you cocky. You feel like, bitch, I'm better than this. I shouldn't be having to do this.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is, a little bit of both won't kill neither one of us.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's hard.
Book smarts or street smarts?
Again, it's both.
I think this guy's trying to reinvent the game.
No, I'm not trying. I can't. I'm not. Here's the thing.
That's why I'm picking these hard questions.
Why lie? Here's the thing. The why lie
episode
is saying why lie. The reason why I gotta have both is because street smarts, you recognize stuff. You see things. You know when somebody's trying, but you read. You learn. Learning how to read energy is not taught. You get that from the streets.
Right.
Okay, book smarts, certain things ain't taught in the streets. They didn't teach us about RAs in the streets. They just taught us how to go get that money. They ain't teach us what to do with the money to keep the money.
I get it.
That's why I say it.
I get it. That's your response. I can live with it. I can live with it. Speed or accuracy?
Accuracy.
Okay.
Because you can go too fast and mess up. But if you do it accurate, you're on point.
Team building after work or team building on the weekend?
After work. And I'm going to tell you why. Who said I was off on the weekend? So team building every day is almost necessary for me.
Education or experience?
Education. Experience is good, but education, wisdom is everything. We get a lot of education from experience, but I feel like I don't have to get locked up to know I don't want to be in jail. So I go with education.
Okay. Pep talk or motivational quote?
Pep talk, because I think you're getting more out of the conversation. Motivational quotes. There's a lot of motivational quotes that go over people's heads. So if it's going over your head, it didn't do nothing with me. But in that pep talk, it could be something simple as it's going to be like this till it ain't no more. And then it just goes off. So pep talk.
Got you. Interviewer or interviewee?
I like to be the interviewee is the one that's getting interviewed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I like to be the interviewee. I feel like people's challenging me that way. Interviewer, I already know what I'm looking for at the answer. You know what I mean? And I do like learning people that way, but I like to be in the interviewee because I like to feel like they're trying to put me in between a rock and a hard spot, and then when they see me, shush, you know.
Yeah, you like playing mind games.
Yeah, a little bit of an asshole. I like that.
Okay. Last but not least, man, a little off the cuff, a little weird.
Yeah.
It all depends on how you look at it, man. Talking pets or talking babies? Mind you, you're Merlin.
I'm gonna go with the human side of it. You know what I mean? Babies, even though the pets talk to me. They talk to me, but babies. You know, I got a couple for you.
Okay.
Ruffles or Lays?
Oh, wow.
Y'all don't know how hard this is for P because he's a chip guy.
Big time
He's
potato
a real potato chip chick. They got the shades on and shit.
Yeah,
Look at it.
Big time potato. Ruffles.
Oh.
A little bit different only because if they're
Dip
playing.
it. If you dip and they catch better.
Right.
Yeah. I like it.
It's the truth.
All right.
Voila.
Yeah. Okay. Domino's or Pizza Hut?
If I'm going thin crust, then I prefer Domino's.
Okay.
But if it's the pan joint, then I would say Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, I've been trying to.
You're writing the game over like you said I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta see.
Oh no, is it a particular style of pizza? It don't matter, just between the two. I prefer Pizza Hut before it.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. I just was offering a deeper explanation on what I like from each one, but Pizza Hut over. No problem. Yeah.
Okay. Wilt or Kareem?
I'm gonna say Kareem.
Yeah.
I think that he was, and there's definitely no disrespect to Wilt.
Yeah.
I think Kareem was just a smarter player.
Kareem might be the best ever.
Yeah, I think he was just a smarter
Honestly,
player.
I mean,
I think he was a big leader.
Yeah.
Like, you never hear a whole, I ain't gonna say you, but I seldomly ever heard a story about Wilt having this, like, massive leadership role
Right.
that he presented to people that were around him.
Yeah.
I've always heard Wilt in the conversation from the perspective of being great,
Yeah.
but not making necessarily others around him great. Kareem, on the other hand, people still talk to him and get advice from him to this day, obviously, for obvious reasons. But, you know, if you're still relevant enough to be somebody who people want to pick their brain,
Right.
as long as, you know, as far removed as he is from the game,
Right.
I just think Wilt, because I'm sorry, Kareem, because he's just I just think he was a more influential player.
Montana or Brady?
Well, it's probably a little biased, but I'm going to say Montana. It was more part of my childhood.
Right.
I respect the shit out of Brady in terms of what he's accomplished. But Joe was just part of my childhood. So I met him first.
I like Joe, but I think I'm going to go with Brady because he's everything they didn't expect him to be. That I love a true underdog story.
Yeah.
He was so much the underdog that he's no longer like, now it's just how you go from being the underdog, somebody in the hardest position in the game, to now being considered the GOAT. Like,
Yeah, and I'm you know, from the original perspective,
Right.
like his comparable for the longest was Joe.
well, that's his favorite player.
Right. So, you know, I'm just more like the original, you know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah, he thought the 49ers was going to draft him.
yeah, I didn't know any of that. But
Yeah,
I'm just saying
I just found that out.
from the perspective of just that was part of my original childhood and introduction into football.
Right.
So that's my response to that.
I get it, you know. I get it. All right, yeah, well, you know, I ain't gonna go too far off the cusp. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing crazy. You know, I ain't gonna do no. You notice this the first time I ain't say nothing crazy. You know, Johnson or Talcum. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you fighting.
Yeah,
You fighting. This is one step a day, bro.
yeah,
One step
you know
a day,
what I mean?
man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Who just ain't got nothing to do. This one because it's a question. Who's your favorite Philly of all time?
Oh, Mike Schmidt.
Yeah, I go. All right, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we watched him on Prison, man.
Yeah, Prism.
A lot of people ain't
Listen, a lot of people don't even remember what Prism is. It was Channel 20.
Channel 20. Yeah, HBO was 18, Prison was
Yeah.
20, and the movie channel was 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, that's
Favorite Sixer of all time.
that
Yeah.
that is. I love AI. I love AI, but
Doc, you right. Doc is the guy because he's the champion.
you gotta look at Doc's overall body.
Yeah, he got the ring too. He got the ring. He was
Got
the
the
guy,
ring.
and he was the man.
Got the ring, was the man.
He was the man.
And I mean, you know, I'm saying his business savviness. Like, you gotta look at the whole picture of him. So
Yeah.
I'd say Doc, my favorite Sixer.
Nah, you right. I'll give you that.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
And that was another episode, man. That was another episode
What? Doc?
of this or that. Make sure you guys tune in.
Make sure every time you tune into this or that, you can't beat that bitch with a bat. I'll be right back, and we're going to lack now. I'm just tripping, man. Y'all can't listen, man.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
real quick, man, before I lose my train of thought, man. Listen, I've been telling people about it.
Fucking shades is killing.
You know, I've been telling people about it, man. You know, if you're looking for an event planner, if you're looking for a company, man, that's going to take on whatever your event is and treat it
Right?
like with the respect and the love and the attention that it needs. Listen, y'all, I got one for you.
Right.
All right, I want y'all to check out this information, and I'm telling y'all, man, it's a winner.
Let's go.
All right, y'all, check it out. Front and Center Events is a full service, no matter what the occasion is, event planning company. Look, man, we all like to have a good time. Sometimes the work that go into it seem easy, but trust me, it ain't nothing like having a professional get it done. So make sure y'all head on over there to www.fncevents.com and check it out, man. You wish you had done it sooner. All right, yo, let's get back to the show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Front and Center Events.
Absolutely, man. So make sure y'all check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, like I was saying, though, like, you know, the whole concept dealing with why lie, I think I had more of an appreciation. I know this is going to sound kind of crazy, but I had more of an appreciation for the truth the older I got.
Exactly.
Because I wasn't as fearful of it.
Yeah.
I
And
think,
that's the thing. People fear the truth.
yeah, it's tough. That's why, like I said with Jack Nicholson, he said you can't handle the truth. That's pretty common. But people do it all the time. Like, even like, I don't know personally from a dating perspective, right?
Right.
Because I'm blessed to be, you know, in my situation, I've been with my wife for a long time. You know, thank God for that. You know what I mean? I'm the luckiest man in the world. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Voila. You know what I mean? With that being understood, you know, when I look at it from the perspective of, you know, from the dating element of
I
it,
lost my coaster. The shit blew away. I'm listening.
you can kind of, you know, I know you've been far removed from that concept of it because you're in a different space and place in your life, and you're blessed to be able to have that point. But you can speak to much more than I can.
Right.
You know.
What question? You got a question for me? I can go all the way in it.
Well, my question is simple.
It's always
my
good
question. My question is simple. When it's presented to you on being bigger than it is, I'm talking about relationship wise.
Okay.
With the exception of, obviously, people and I believe, I'm just going to say it wrong, believe personally that, like I said, the emotional side of it is attached to the answer and the response.
Right.
Why do people lie as opposed to saying, listen, I don't really know what I want?
What I did.
Or I do know what I don't want right now, and I'm just trying to figure it all out, and we'll see where it goes.
I didn't.
Right.
I didn't. I can go to that point and tell you that I didn't lie about that.
Okay.
I had that conversation with people. After a couple of, relationships and things that went the wrong way, I had that conversation.
Right.
All right. And
was it received? How was it received? That's my question. Like, how was it taken by a lot of people?
90% of the time, everybody receives it the way of understand. I get it. I understand. I know what you mean. I understand. I'm with all that.
Are they usually truthful, though? Like,
not all the time.
Okay, here we go.
Because it's almost like I'm going to say whatever I want to say because I'm interested.
Right.
I'm going to go with whatever I can go with the situation because I'm interested.
And I don't want to lose this person.
I don't want to lose, not necessarily lose the person, but fear of losing. So you can put it at that, fear of losing the person. Okay. Or they just really feel like they can handle it until they see it. See what I'm saying? So just to, not necessarily talking in Morse code, but when I was in the dating scene, I used to make it clear, listen, I don't want to be in a relationship right now because my line would be, I have a lot going on. Okay. And I was broad.
Right.
I'm a busy guy.
Which wasn't a lie.
I'm a very busy guy.
Right.
I just got out of a relationship, so I don't want to be in one. That's another thing. I'm not saying I'm against it. Because everybody used to always say, oh, because I was married before. Are you against relationships and against marriage? No. I used to say, my brother, like I told you this to your face the other day. You and my sister-in-law are the example in my life that it can happen in this generation. And in the generation before that,
mom and pop.
Yeah, or death did them part. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, nah, I'm not against it. I say people never heard me talk bad about marriage.
Never.
I ain't even talk bad about relationships.
No.
I was just telling you, being honest with you, I'm not looking for this no time soon because I have to find somebody who understands that. Well, I'm a big girl. That was always the answer. It's like everybody had a conversation. I'm a big girl. I can handle what I need to handle.
Right.
Then my next thing would be, I'm a very private person.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that y'all couldn't. I'm a private person. It's a difference between being sneaky and being private.
Okay, that's right.
I don't need a lot of people in my business.
Right.
So let's keep this our business. You got people thinking I'm trying to hide them. No, I'm not trying to hide them. I'm being private because why does everybody need to know that me and you talk?
Right.
Because let's be real. You're single. You done mess with somebody on the low. And you knew how to keep that a secret. And I ain't saying you got to be on the low. Just let them see it.
So why lie?
Why lie? Don't let you ain't. I ain't saying you can't tell everybody Or I say, I know, I'm saying don't tell everybody. I ain't saying you can't tell nobody. Mm-hmm. But you can share this information with people you trust.
Yeah.
But when you were being sneaky, you didn't share it with anybody because you know once it leaked out, because everybody got a person say, listen. I got some tea. I got to tell you something. Mm-hmm. But don't tell nobody. Mm-hmm. You tell Pedro, then Pedro tell Jorge, and then Jorge tell the Guadamir. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's a fucking name. But you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
All right?
It's kind of
So,
scary.
in the dating world, some people accepted it. The ones who accepted it, it went longer. The ones who didn't grow in anything.
You know the worst part about it? Because I'm wondering.
Right.
If here's what my how my mind travels into that situation. But I'm wondering from the perspective of when you're honest.
Right.
Right. And you make it, you say, listen, I'm not going to lie to this person. You know what I mean? I like them. I'm not going to say I don't like spending time around them because that would be false. I'm here. So I like to spend time around them. But what they want, at least what they're showing me, it appears that they want or what they're asking about.
I can't do that right now.
I'm not there.
Right.
So I'm not going to lie to that person out of fear of them making a decision to say, listen.
I never did that.
Right. You know, you got some people. And to me, that's why I say why lie, because the respect for honesty goes so much further. Mm-hmm. Because we may circle back.
Right.
Or it may not be the end all be all. It may be, I was feeling the same way, but damn, I didn't know what to say.
Right.
And that's the thing. So, like, even like I say all the time, like, a lot of times, man, from what I see in relationships and just talking to different people,
right.
You know, the biggest thing that, like, even from a grown-up, we're going to talk grown for half a second.
Yeah.
Like, dealing with even intimacy. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of times, you know, people.
You have to discuss what you like.
You have to say what you like. Mm-hmm. And if a person chooses to not say something, that's not them lying, but it is them making a decision to prevent the truth from being shared. Mm-hmm. However you want to view that. You know what I mean? However a person wants to view that. And I always say the biggest thing about it is for me, I've always prided myself being the type of person to say, a person will never, ever say that, P, you ain't tell me how you felt about it, because I'm going to tell you. Mm-hmm. Because I know that I have to accept the fact I can't control the response. I can only control this flow one way.
Right.
But if I don't say something and the person has the leverage to be able to throw it back at me and say, why didn't you say that? Or why you act like you liked it? Right. I didn't act like anything. You never asked me if I liked it or not. Well, I did ask you if you liked it, and you said you was cool with it, but you wasn't. So I did what? I lied about it.
Right.
Why lie?
Why lie?
So it's like even in those situations when you're having it, you know, it's like you should be comfortable enough to speak your truth, and it's not with the intent of hurting, but why lie about it?
Right.
Because if your truth is kept a secret,
right,
you go and you do something that compromises the integrity of everything else.
Right.
You become compromised.
Right.
Person turns around and asks you why you do it. You offer the truth then. They ask you, why didn't you say that? You at that point either got to do one or two things. You either got to come clean about why you didn't say it, to which they have every leverage and all the leverage at that point to say, well, when I asked you that, why'd you lie about it? Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about nothing as deep as a marriage or anything in a I'm just talking about from a dating perspective.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from that perspective. Now, anything deeper than that is a whole different level.
Well, again,
something different. But you understand what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
again,
why lie?
Like you said, just to touch on it. Some people lie, and some people. It's a difference in dating. You don't lie. You just do a lot of omissions. And what I mean by omissions is you only answer what you asked.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Like if a person asks you, are we exclusive?
Yeah.
Like exclusive has one meaning.
Right.
So we can't twist what
you know how many times I used to be like, nah, but I ain't been messing with nobody else. I might say some shit like that.
That's honesty. If that's honestly what's going on.
Or if I turn around and say, but see, they don't ask that question. They might ask the question, so where's this going? Because I used to tell people from the start, just listen, if everything going smooth, we getting along, because that's really what we want. Mm-hmm. And you ask me where we going with this, I'm going to get annoyed.
Okay.
I'm gonna get annoyed. And the moment they started asking for it, they started seeing me less. Why would I get annoyed? Because of the simple fact of, I told you that I didn't like that. Because if I turn around and I answer you and I say, well, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. Because they're looking for one answer. Let's be honest. They're not looking for, hey, I love kicking it with you. You know, we're great. I love having sex. I love hanging out with you and this and that. But I don't want to be in a relationship. If you really tell them that, the whole mood going to change. So.
But it's the truth.
It's the truth. But I do tell them the truth. Like, the moment that you ask this, I got to tell you the truth. And we're both annoyed now. But we were just good. So don't ask. Because most things that happen, that's supposed to happen, genuinely happen. I remember one time when I was in the dating world and I was single. And me and this girl came around. And we knew each other for years. And we had what we had that night. And before all that, we was talking. And she said something to me. She said, I'm smart enough to know that everybody that you may hang out with or do things with, you ain't going to be with them. I said, damn. This is the first time I ever heard a female say something like that. Mm-hmm. Not saying I don't think it, because I'm a man. I don't know what to think. Mm-hmm. But right after that, somehow, some way, my name came up in a conversation with somebody. They said, oh, he in a relationship. He got a girlfriend. But I didn't. Because I was dating somebody and told them we were dating. Yeah. But they were telling somebody I was their boyfriend.
Because at some point, you didn't, because of the fact that it wasn't defined.
Right. So, but I defined it. They just wanted to trick their whole way of trying to speak. Now that's my boyfriend because you didn't want nobody else to mess with me. Don't do that. In the dating
So you
game,
told, and you had told that person that we're not in an exclusive relationship.
Exactly. You know. But we're going to wrap this one up because I'm putting a little bit too much of myself out there.
Yeah, we don't do that. We're going to reel it back.
You know what I mean?
Nah, it's about, like you said, though, really in the all, y'all, like, as we get ready to wrap this one up and close up.
Why lie?
Why lie? And I'm quite sure it's going to be some people that say, well, there's a reason behind lying. Nah. I believe that people do that to protect feelings. Once again, I believe that a lot of times there's an emotional attachment to the reasons why people aren't truthful.
Right. But I do think everything in life has a purpose. So in this particular situation, why lie? But it's times where I understood the lie. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's say this.
Sir, were you speeding?
Why lie? That's still why lie? Here's the question. Here's the response to that. If I'm asking you,
right,
I already know you were speeding.
That's how you are.
I already know.
Sir, were you drinking?
For me to ask you that question,
right,
I already know.
I've been asked that, didn't have a drop.
But I'm not saying they're 100%.
But the truth set me free. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're 100%.
Now.
But there was no lies in that either.
Right.
That's the other side of it. You said no.
Yeah.
And they asked the question.
Right.
There was no lies.
But here's another time. Sir, were you drinking? Yeah, I had a drink. Mm-hmm. I didn't lie.
And how'd it play out?
I ain't get no ticket.
Why lie?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I just feel like that everything in life, I can't give you a reason why to lie. I'm not going to give you that. But everything in life has a purpose.
I agree with that.
That's what I mean.
But like I said, just putting the button on this one. The reason why lying generally happens is an inability to deal with the truth.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you I've never lied.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you that I didn't play along with Santa or the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy when they lost a tooth and I slid some money up underneath the pillow.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the real reason for that.
I'm not going to tell you I didn't play along with that. But now, as I've gotten older, I've experienced some other things in life.
Well, the truth stops it.
Why lie?
The truth just stops whatever the hell's going on. Because once the truth is out, it's nothing else to talk about.
It stops it or explains it.
Yeah, no, it definitely explains. That's a given.
Yeah.
What I mean is, we already know a lie keeps going. The truth puts it at halt.
Yeah.
Because all it does is to say, well, why'd you do that? And you tell the truth, they're like, oh, they can't ask you nothing else.
Yeah.
Because you ask me again, I'm going to give you the same answer.
That's why I say 9 times out of 10, never
Right.
10 out of 10, 9 times out of 10, when a person asks you a question,
They already know the answer.
know the answer.
But for the one time that they don't, and you tell them the truth, that just made it the 10th at the end of the day, because I'm not saying you're not going to ask me no other questions, but because it's the truth, my response won't change.
Well, that's why I say that.
So the truth is going to always be respected, boy.
Yeah, honestly, the truth is always what it is. You know what I mean? But why lie?
Yeah, why lie? This is episode 38.
Yeah.
Porch Podcast.
Absolutely.
We love y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.